Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss the brand new 2023 Disney Plus original adaptation show, American Born Chinese. This is based on a graphic novel series. I have not read it. I didn't know it existed until they were showing the trailer for this. And I was like, Michelle Yeoh's in it, Kei Hui Kwan is in it, the actress who plays their daughter in Everything Everywhere All at Once is in it. They're all in it. And I was like, oh, this is going to be good. And I was very excited because the trailer makes it look awesome. You have different dimensions coming together to save the day, right? So this is very much just heaven and earth. Stuff going on in heaven, stuff going on in earth, the worlds collide, and what happens next, right? It's 8 episodes long, the first season. It is so slow. It was like watching paint dry. And it's so unfortunate because it was very now, and it was very important to have these main cast members, all being of different Asian backgrounds, primarily representing a Chinese cultural aspect to it, within the Monkey King story, within the Monkey Kid story. So, what happens when the King of Heaven, right, the Monkey King, loses his staff and his son steals it? The Monkey Kid, the Prince of Heaven, basically steals the staff, goes to the world, goes to Earth to find the fourth scroll to help win the battle between heaven and hell, stuff like that, right? What happens? How does this work? How does the human hybrid creatures interact with the earthlings, and how does everybody work together, and what's the fourth scroll, and then who's the fourth scroll and stuff, right? The main character, Jin, is so drolly boring, and it's very frustrating because you're like, this is the main character. I want to root for this kid, but the storyline of getting to where we're supposed to get is so slow. It's so slow. The character of Wei Chen I thought was really nice. You introduce these different soccer characters like for an episode, and then they're gone for 2 episodes, and then they reappear. It's just strange. It's strange pacing. The pacing of it just is not there. It's just so slow, and it's boring, and it's unfortunate because you have a great potential, but this should have been a 2-hour movie. That's it. This should have been a 2-hour movie. This should not have been 8 30-minute episodes because it's irrelevant. It defeats the purpose of moving the story along. And then once we get to episode 7, you're like, okay, like I see where this is going. And then 8 happens, and you're like, yo, okay, we're there. The action sequences were awesome. Like the fighting was great. Certain speeches were great. Kei Hui Kwan's character not reminiscent, reverberating to Jin's character through social media, saying a hero doesn't have to wear a cape, a hero doesn't have to have superpowers, a hero just has to be someone who's brave enough to have courage to stand up and do what's right. Very important, especially now. All the time, every generation, every decade, every year has some kind of thing that's going on that needs to be changed. And whether it happens or not is a different story. Whether progress happens fast or slow is a different story. Just because you want something to change doesn't mean it's going to happen overnight. You have to be the stone cast into the lake to create the ripples. Are you that stone? Are you that hero? That was the purpose of this, and it was neat having that represented in the fourth scroll being Jin, but getting to there took so long for me to like Jin. It was hard. It was very hard to start to like this character until the 7th episode of an 8-episode season. That's bad storytelling. I should like your character from the minute I see them. I should not like that character 7 episodes in when there's only 8 episodes in total. Bad storytelling. So it's unfortunate. I wish it was a movie. It had great potential, but was not executed properly. We'll see if there's a second sequel, a second sequel. See, I'm thinking it was a film, but it wasn't a film. We'll see if there's a second season. Otherwise, it was a good thing to watch. One a night as I ate dinner with the folks. It was on the list. We watched it. It was unfortunate. Missed the mark. Had its potential. Nobody's talking about it. On to the next review. Mucho mahalo.